In a world relentlessly assailed by external influences, a world that ceaselessly attempts to dictate how we should feel, how we should think, and how we should ultimately act, imagine for a profound moment possessing the intrinsic, liberating power to discover an unshakable inner peace and profound happiness. Envision a state where these coveted qualities flourish, regardless of the tumultuous circumstances swirling around you. That truly is not merely powerful, it is utterly revolutionary. It transcends the superficial pursuit of control over the external world and instead pivots towards command over something infinitely more vital, something absolutely within our inherent grasp, our own minds. Stoicism, that enduring philosophical beacon, meticulously teaches us the art of unwavering resilience, profound gratitude, and the transformative essence of living a genuinely fulfilled life. Yet this is not just a dusty history lesson confined to ancient scrolls. This is vitally about you, about your life today. It's about bravely confronting the relentless chaos of our modern existence without ever losing your profound inner composure. It's about discovering a serene calm amidst the most furious storms and finding authentic happiness in the simplest, most overlooked aspects of being. It's about fundamentally transforming your mornings from something you might currently dread into a powerful, exhilarating launchpad for a day brimming with purpose and deep, abiding joy. So if you have ever felt utterly overwhelmed by the ceaseless noise of life, if you have ever struggled to unearth even a fleeting moment's peace, or if you are simply curious about how ancient wisdom can become your formidable secret weapon in the intricate labyrinth of the 21st century, then stick around. This might just be the profound exploration that irrevocably changes everything for you. Let's decisively delve into the potent Stoic strategies that can empower us to craft not just a mere morning routine, but an entire life meticulously filled with intention, unshakable resilience, and truly profound happiness. I implore you with utmost sincerity to consecrate your full, undivided attention to this entire discourse, from its very commencement to its definitive conclusion. If your journey has led you here, to these very words, then you are, unequivocally, not like everyone else. You are a standout individual, a discerning soul who ardently seeks depth, who yearns for genuine wisdom, and who refuses to settle for superficiality. Your profound dedication to absorbing this content in its complete, unexpurgated form sets you apart even further, marking you as a seeker of authentic truth and enduring betterment. Ikigai, unearthing your unique reason for being. This might initially sound like an esoteric, fancy term borrowed from a distant culture, but Ikigai is, in reality, a beautifully simple, profoundly impactful concept originating from Japan. It speaks to the discovery of that exquisite sweet spot where your fervent passions, your honed skills, the pressing needs of society, and what you can legitimately be compensated for all harmoniously intersect. In its purest essence, Ikigai is your unique, irreplaceable reason for being. Imagine for a moment the transformative power of waking up each and every morning, not out of mere obligation, but unequivocally fueled by a clear, exciting purpose that ignites every fiber of your being. A purpose so compelling, so intrinsically motivating, that the very thought of hitting the snooze button becomes utterly irrelevant. It becomes an illogical, anachronistic gesture in the face of such profound internal propulsion. Marcus Aurelius, that epitome of Stoic virtue, was not merely concerned with stoically enduring life's unavoidable hardships with a stiff upper lip. His philosophy delved far deeper. He was profoundly invested in the timeless idea that we are all, each and every one of us, intrinsically here to play our part, to contribute something genuinely meaningful to the grand tapestry of existence. He fervently urged us to approach each day as an unparalleled opportunity to fulfill our inherent role with unwavering integrity and boundless passion. Now contemplate that profound wisdom within the illuminating context of Ikigai. It transcends the simplistic notion of merely finding what you love. It's about meticulously aligning that passion with what the world truly needs and with what you are inherently skilled at. That precisely is where the genuine magic, the deep, abiding fulfillment, truly happens. But how does one embark on the journey of uncovering their own personal Ikigai? It commences with a brave, honest period of deep introspection. Ask yourself, with sincere curiosity, what am I genuinely passionate about? What ignites an unquenchable fire within my soul, consuming me with enthusiastic energy? What am I truly good at? What unique skills, talents, or abilities do I possess that I can offer to the world? What does the world truly need from me? What problems can I help solve? What value can I create for others? What can I realistically be compensated for? How can I translate my passions and skills into a sustainable livelihood? It is perfectly acceptable if the answers to these profound questions don't materialize instantly. This is fundamentally about the journey itself, an exhilarating exploration of the different facets of your life, your myriad interests, and a keen observation of where they begin to converge, forming nascent connections. This quest for your ikigai isn't some ephemeral, fluffy, feel-good exercise devoid of substance. On the contrary, it is the deliberate act of setting the unshakable foundation for a life that is demonstrably rich in meaning, brimming with purpose, and profoundly satisfying. When you meticulously align your daily actions with your deeper, overarching purpose, even the most seemingly mundane tasks acquire an unexpected, profound significance. Your relationships begin to genuinely flourish because you are more profoundly present and deeply engaged in every interaction. Your creativity soars to unprecedented heights because you are perfectly aligned with your true intrinsic passions. And overall happiness, well, it transforms from a capricious, fleeting visitor into a constant, cherished companion, an enduring state of being. So as you thoughtfully consider setting your alarm for tomorrow morning, take a profound moment to contemplate what ikigai truly signifies for you. What could be so utterly compelling, so intrinsically magnetic, that it would inspire you to leap out of bed, not with a groan, but with an insatiable eagerness to embrace and conquer the new day? Remember, this isn't about some instantaneous, overnight transformation. It is a deliberate, organic process, a gentle unfolding of your true self. And as Marcus Aurelius would perpetually remind us, it's about diligently doing the work day by day with unwavering dedication and an honorable commitment to your deepest values. Finding your ikigai isn't merely about personal fulfillment. It's about wholeheartedly embracing your irreplaceable role in the larger, intricate tapestry of life, meticulously contributing your unique, vibrant thread to the ever-evolving, profound human story. The evening ritual, cultivating a mindful transition to sleep. The ancient Stoics, particularly figures like Marcus Aurelius, were fervent proponents of the idea that our actions should be imbued with profound purpose, not merely random acts scattered aimlessly into the wind. They advocated for deliberate steps, meticulously guided by our intrinsic inner compass. This profound philosophy extends beautifully and seamlessly into how we meticulously prepare for the day ahead, with that preparation thoughtfully commencing the night before. Here's the often overlooked yet undeniable truth. The quality of your morning is irrevocably predetermined by how you consciously choose to spend your evening. It's incredibly tempting, almost irresistibly so, to compulsively binge-watch your favorite streaming series until the wee hours of the morning, or to mindlessly scroll through endless social media feeds until your eyes blur into exhaustion. But let's pause just for a moment and thoughtfully consider the profound implications of how that typically sets you up for the subsequent day. Your intricately complex brain desperately needs time to unwind, to meticulously process the day's torrent of events, and to thoroughly recharge its cognitive and emotional batteries for what lies ahead. That precisely is where a robust, thoughtfully constructed pre-sleep routine gracefully enters the picture. Imagine treating your evening routine with the very same profound respect and conscious intention as you would any other paramount aspect of your meticulously planned life. This isn't about imposing rigid, joy-sapping self-discipline that extracts all pleasure from your evenings. On the contrary, it's about meticulously crafting a sacred space that unequivocally supports your well-being and perfectly aligns with your highest aspirations and goals for the forthcoming day. For instance, consciously limiting screen time an hour or even more before bed isn't about denying yourself legitimate relaxation. It's about providing your remarkable mind with the unequivocal cue that it's time to gently wind down, making it significantly easier to drift into a deep, restorative sleep, and consequently awaken feeling profoundly refreshed and invigorated. Even a small amount of thoughtful planning for the next day can prove to be an absolute game changer. This could be as beautifully simple as jotting down your top 3 most crucial priorities for tomorrow. This singular act alone sets a clear, unwavering direction, ensuring you awaken with an inherent sense of profound purpose and direction, rather than succumbing to aimlessness. And here precisely is where the magnificent Stoic mindset truly shines with unparalleled brilliance. It's about astutely acknowledging what falls unequivocally within our control, and then gracefully, purposefully, letting go of what is not. We might not possess the power to control every single intricate detail of our day, every unforeseen interruption, or every sudden shift in circumstance, but we can, with absolute certainty, profoundly influence how we consciously choose to start it. And let us not forget the immense, calming power of some deep breathing exercises or a brief, centering meditation to soothe and calm the active mind. This practice is not mere superficial fluff. It is a profoundly powerful tool that sends an unmistakable signal to your entire physiological system. It's time to deeply rest. Inhaling deeply, allowing your diaphragm to expand fully, and then exhaling slowly and deliberately, powerfully helps to reduce accumulated stress, gently lower your heart rate, and meticulously prepare your entire body for a deep, truly restorative sleep. It's akin to pressing a vital reset button, ensuring you awaken not just physically rejuvenated, but also mentally and emotionally revitalized, ready to engage with the world with heightened clarity. Digital detox, reclaiming your sacred morning space. In today's perpetually always-on world, this commitment to a serene morning might appear to be a Herculean task, an almost insurmountable feat. Yet it is absolutely vital for meticulously setting the authentic tone of your entire day. Picture this serene scenario: the very first nascent moments of your morning, untainted by the relentless digital clamor of incoming emails, the incessant notifications from social media, or the jarring, often alarming buzz of the news cycle. It's just you, your nascent thoughts, and the exquisite, serene quiet of the dawn. That, my friend, is not merely refreshing, it is profoundly empowering. Marcus Aurelius was a fervent advocate for living a life imbued with deliberate intention and laser-sharp focus. He was not, astonishingly, distracted by the ancient Roman equivalents of modern digital notifications. And believe me, despite the absence of smartphones, he had more than his fair share of political and personal distractions that incessantly vied for his attention. Instead, he consistently emphasized the paramount importance of concentrating with singular focus on the present moment and on the task immediately at hand. He possessed an intrinsic understanding of a truth that is even more profoundly relevant in our hyper-connected age. The quality of your attention determines unequivocally the quality of your life. So, how do we effectively apply this ancient, potent wisdom in the chaotic crucible of the modern age? First and foremost, it's about consciously creating a morning space that is intentionally, unequivocally free from digital distractions. This isn't about shunning technology entirely or embracing a Luddite philosophy. Rather, it's about making a deliberate, empowering choice not to permit external technology to dictate or hijack the very commencement of your precious day. It's incredibly tempting to simply roll over, groggy and unthinking, and immediately reach for your smartphone. However, that instant action instantly places you in a reactive state, compelling you to respond to the demands and the dramas of the external world before you've even had a chance to fully awaken your internal self. Instead, bestow upon yourself the invaluable gift of a peaceful, undisturbed start. Imagine purposefully dedicating the first hour of your day, a sacred, untainted hour, to activities that genuinely nourish your soul and meticulously sharpen your mind. Perhaps it's the quiet contemplation of reading, the centering practice of meditation, the reflective process of journaling, or simply the serene enjoyment of a warm cup of coffee as you gaze thoughtfully out the window, observing the world's gentle awakening. This is not wasted time. It is a profound investment in your overall well-being. By consciously avoiding distractions during these crucial early moments, you're not merely sidestepping stress, you're actively constructing a robust reservoir of peace and unwavering focus that you will draw upon throughout the remainder of your day, making you immeasurably more resilient and productive. Making the absolute most of your mornings isn't about simply adding more items to an already overwhelming to-do list. It's fundamentally about subtracting the pervasive noise that doesn't genuinely serve your higher purpose. It's about prioritizing with unwavering clarity what truly matters to you before the incessant demands of the day begin to relentlessly pull at your attention. This is precisely where the Stoic practice of focusing on what's unequivocally within your control comes powerfully into play. You might not possess the power to control the relentless flood of emails already waiting for your attention, but you can absolutely control how and when you choose to engage with them. So tomorrow morning, courageously challenge yourself to commence the day entirely on your own terms. Resolutely resist that primal urge to dive headfirst into the digital world first thing. Instead, firmly anchor yourself in the present moment, savoring the profound peace and the boundless potential that the early dawn inherently holds. Remember, every single day is a new, fresh opportunity to live more intentionally, more serenely, and more perfectly in line with the magnificent individual you ardently aspire to be. Let's collectively transform our mornings into a powerful testament to that unwavering ambition, guided by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism and the resolute focus on what genuinely matters to our deepest selves. Consistent wakefulness. The cornerstone habit of self-mastery. Stoicism, at its foundational core, is intrinsically about profoundly understanding what is unequivocally within our control, and then acting with unwavering virtue and resolute intention within those specific domains. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, Epictetus, these titans of philosophical thought weren't merely advocating for stoically enduring life's inherent hardships with a stiff upper lip, a cold detachment to suffering. They were ardently championing a proactive, engaged involvement with life itself, encouraging us to seize complete charge of our actions and our internal mindset. Waking up consistently, therefore, transforms into a potent daily practice that beautifully embodies this very philosophy. It is a powerful, affirmative declaration that we are in absolute control of how we commence our day, that we are not passive recipients, forever at the mercy of fleeting whims or external pressures. Building a life, as Stoicism so powerfully suggests, step by deliberate step, with a profound sense of contentment embedded in each conscious action, is a revolutionary concept. It serves as an eloquent reminder that monumental changes, paradigm-shifting transformations, invariably begin with small, seemingly insignificant, yet profoundly consistent actions. Waking up at precisely the same time each morning might initially appear to be a trivial, minor detail. Yet it is, in truth, a cornerstone habit, a foundational keystone that meticulously sets the stage for everything else that follows throughout your day. It's about meticulously creating an unshakable, stable foundation for your day, a platform from which you operate, a foundation where you're not frantically rushing from the precise moment you open your eyes, but rather commencing your day with a pervasive sense of control, purpose, and serene calm. But here's the unavoidable truth. Consistency is inherently challenging. It is designed to be so. The early days of endeavoring to awaken at the same precise time each morning can feel like an arduous, uphill battle. Your bed in those moments of nascent consciousness feels more impossibly comfortable than ever before, its warmth a seductive cocoon, and the insidious temptation to hit the snooze button just one more time can feel utterly irresistible, a siren's call to oblivion. This, precisely, is where the Stoic practice of unwavering perseverance profoundly enters the fray. It's about persistently reminding yourself of the deeper why behind your actions, the compelling purpose that propels you. It's about intimately understanding the magnificent person you are meticulously becoming through this very act of self-discipline. It's about possessing the foresight to see beyond the immediate, fleeting comfort and to intensely focus on the profound, enduring long-term benefits that this single, consistent habit will inevitably bring into the very fabric of your life. Becoming a morning person, then, transcends the mere act of early rising. It's about courageously embodying the quintessential qualities that render you truly resilient, singularly focused, and profoundly intentional throughout your entire day. It's a rigorous practice in self-mastery, in harmoniously aligning your actions with your deepest values, and in meticulously cultivating the precise kind of life you ardently desire to live, one conscious morning at a time. So how do we transform elusive consistency into our most steadfast ally? Begin by establishing a crystal-clear intention the night before. Remind yourself with unwavering conviction why waking up at a specific time holds such paramount importance for you. Is it to secure more quiet, contemplative time in the early morning for enriching reading or centering meditation? Is it to dedicate yourself to invigorating exercise, or simply to commence your day in a more profoundly relaxed and exquisitely controlled manner? Then meticulously create an environment that powerfully supports this new habit. Perhaps it involves consciously choosing to retire a bit earlier to ensure you obtain sufficient restorative sleep. Or perhaps it's as simple as keeping your curtains slightly ajar to allow the gentle, natural light of dawn to softly wake you. And when the inevitable moments of struggle arise, when the temptation to deviate is strong, remember the profound Stoic belief in the immense power of our own unwavering will and the paramount importance of acting consistently according to our deeply held principles. Each morning that you successfully awaken at your chosen, predetermined time, you are not merely commencing your day. You are powerfully reinforcing an unwavering commitment to yourself, to your continuous growth, and to living a life imbued with deliberate intention and profound purpose. Self-compassion, the human element in discipline. Amidst all this talk of rigorous discipline, unwavering consistency, and heroically rising with the sun, it is absolutely paramount to remember one crucial thing. We're human, and being human intrinsically means we are beautifully, profoundly complex creatures with brains that, quite naturally, often prefer the path of least resistance, the seductive instant gratification route. This intrinsic human inclination is precisely why embarking on the journey of cultivating new habits, such as fundamentally transforming our mornings, can initially feel like an arduous, uphill battle. Yet there's something incredibly liberating, something deeply comforting in profoundly acknowledging this inherent fact. It's not a flaw, a personal failing to be ashamed of. It's simply an intrinsic, undeniable part of the universal human experience. Now let's channel some profound Stoicism into this very concept. Stoicism, despite its reputation for stern discipline, meticulously teaches us the immense importance of self-compassion and deep understanding, alongside its calls for unyielding discipline and unwavering resilience. Marcus Aurelius, in his intensely personal and reflective writings, frequently reminded himself to exercise patience and profound forgiveness with his own human shortcomings. He intrinsically knew that relentlessly berating oneself for every minor slip-up or perceived failure was most emphatically not the path to genuine, sustainable growth. Instead, he passionately advocated for honestly recognizing our errors, diligently learning the invaluable lessons embedded within them, and then, crucially, gracefully letting them go. This compassionate approach is absolutely crucial when we are earnestly attempting to cultivate new morning routines, or indeed any new habit for that matter. Those initial few days or even weeks can be immensely tough. Your alarm clock blares its insistent call, and every single fiber of your being desperately yearns to remain cocooned in the comforting warmth of your bed. And let's be unequivocally honest. There will be days when you will yield to that powerful desire. And that, my friend, is perfectly okay. The absolute key lies in what you choose to do next. Do you mercilessly beat yourself up, spiraling into a debilitating cycle of guilt and self-criticism? Or do you take a deep, centering breath, genuinely forgive yourself, and perceive the next morning as a fresh, untainted opportunity to bravely try again? Forgiveness, profound, genuine forgiveness, and unwavering patience with ourselves are not, I repeat, not signs of weakness or lack of commitment. On the contrary, they are powerful, undeniable indicators of immense strength and deep wisdom. They signify that we are unequivocally in this transformative journey for the long haul, ready to skillfully navigate the inevitable ups and downs with profound grace and unwavering composure. This Stoic practice of self-compassion is fundamentally about intimately understanding our innate human nature, working harmoniously with it rather than battling against it, and gently yet persistently nudging ourselves towards the habits and the life we ardently aspire to live. The gentle nudge, intentional, small acts. Moreover, taking it easy on yourself isn't about fabricating convenient excuses or permitting ourselves to perpetually fall short of our ambitious goals. It's about astutely recognizing that genuine growth is an organic, continuous process, inevitably filled with myriad learning curves and unforeseen setbacks. It's about profoundly understanding that each new day heralds with it a fresh set of challenges and exhilarating opportunities. And it is precisely in this daily renewal, this endless wellspring of possibility, that we discover our true strength and our enduring resilience. So as you diligently work on wholeheartedly embracing those early mornings, or any new habit you seek to cultivate, remember to approach yourself with genuine self-kindness. Celebrate the small victories, no matter how seemingly insignificant. Learn profoundly from the inevitable setbacks and courageously approach each new day with a heart overflowing with readiness to try again, with renewed vigor. This isn't just about becoming a morning person. It's about meticulously cultivating a resilient mindset that is impeccably prepared to face life's complex challenges with a harmonious blend of unwavering determination and profound compassionate kindness. Consider the beautifully simple, yet profoundly impactful act of placing your alarm clock across the room. It's far more than a mere logistical maneuver designed to make it physically harder to hit the snooze button. It is a powerful statement. It is an unwavering commitment to commence the day entirely on your own terms, to rise decisively despite the pervasive comfort of your bed's embrace. It's a small yet potent act of defense against the inherent inertia of sleep and comfort, a deliberate step towards embracing the new day with profound intention. Similarly, the seemingly mundane act of meticulously making your bed each morning might feel like a trivial task, particularly when you are the only one who will witness its completion. Yet it is infinitely more than merely smoothing sheets and fluffing pillows. It is an exercise in profound care, in telling yourself unequivocally that your immediate environment and how you consciously choose to engage with it profoundly matters. It's about meticulously creating a sacred space that perfectly reflects the order and the profound respect you are diligently cultivating within your own being. These small victories, as Marcus Aurelius would undoubtedly argue, are the indispensable building blocks of a disciplined life. They are the myriad everyday choices that, while effortlessly easy to overlook, cumulatively mold and sculpt our very character. Each time you consciously choose to perform these seemingly insignificant little things, you are, in essence, casting a powerful vote for the type of person you ardently desire to be. You are consciously choosing to embody someone who intrinsically values discipline, order, and a deep, abiding respect for oneself and one's immediate environment. But why, one might ask, should we so intently focus on these seemingly small acts? Precisely because they are unequivocally within everyone's reach. Not all of us possess the power to control the major, cataclysmic events in our lives, the sudden upheavals, the unforeseen turns of fate, but we all, without exception, possess absolute control over how we choose to respond to the very commencement of each new day, how we diligently treat our immediate surroundings, and how we purposefully prime ourselves for whatever lies ahead. This, precisely, is Stoicism in action, focusing with unwavering resolve on what is undeniably in our power to control, and gracefully, purposefully, letting go of what is not. Moreover, these seemingly minor practices are not merely about cultivating discipline for discipline's arbitrary sake. They are profoundly about meticulously cultivating a resilient mindset that is impeccably prepared for life's larger, more formidable challenges. If you can commit to these small acts of self-discipline, you are rigorously training yourself to uphold your commitments in more significant areas of your life. You are relentlessly sharpening your innate ability to follow through, to remain steady and unwavering in the face of adversity, and to approach life with a serene calm and a collected demeanor. quintessential qualities that perfectly define the Stoic ideal. So as you thoughtfully consider the indispensable role of discipline in your life, start small. Look for those everyday opportunities to diligently practice self-control and establish order. Remember, it's in these moments, in the quiet solitude of the early morning, when you make the conscious decision to rise and courageously face the day with profound intention, that your very character is forged. These practices are not mere chores or burdensome tasks. They are sacred rituals, meticulously imbuing your day with profound purpose and enriching your entire life with an unshakable sense of direction and meaning. Accountability, shared journeys to self-improvement. The profound idea here is simple, yet possesses an utterly transformative impact. Sharing your goals with someone who not only unequivocally supports you, but also rigorously holds you accountable can significantly amplify your chances of success. It fundamentally transforms a solitary personal journey into a shared, exhilarating adventure, rendering the path to meticulously fulfilling your morning routine and ultimately your grand life's purpose far less daunting and immeasurably more enjoyable. Think of your accountability partner as your steadfast ally in the noble pursuit of self-improvement. This individual is precisely there to gently, yet firmly, remind you of your commitments when the warmth of your bed feels too impossibly comforting to abandon in the nascent hours of dawn. They are there to passionately encourage you when progress appears agonizingly slow, and to genuinely celebrate your victories no matter how seemingly insignificant they might appear. This powerful relationship is inherently a two-way street. It is meticulously built upon mutual support and unwavering encouragement, profoundly grounded in the understanding that we are all, each and every one of us, striving relentlessly to embody the absolute best versions of ourselves. The Stoics, including Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, frequently emphasize the paramount importance of community and strong relationships in the meticulous development of character and profound virtue. They implicitly believed in the immense power of shared wisdom, in the transformative act of learning from one another, and in the unshakable strength that emanates from intrinsically knowing you're not traversing your struggles in isolated solitude. Finding an accountability partner in today's complex world is a deeply relevant homage to this timeless wisdom, eloquently recognizing that while the journey towards unwavering self-discipline and profound purpose is intensely personal, it absolutely need not be solitary. Moreover, a dedicated accountability partner can provide invaluable insights by helping you astutely identify blind spots in your routine or your approach that you might inadvertently overlook on your own. They can offer fresh, insightful perspectives and invaluable insights that can powerfully catalyze your growth in unforeseen and extraordinary ways. This partnership transcends the mere act of checking in to confirm if you awoke on time or successfully completed your morning meditation. It's about engaging in meaningful, deeply enriching dialogue about what strategies are genuinely proving effective, what aspects are proving challenging, and how both of you can mutually support each other in making necessary adjustments and refinements along the way. So how does one embark on the quest to find this invaluable accountability partner? Seek out someone who genuinely shares your unwavering commitment to personal growth and relentless self-improvement. This could be a trusted friend, a supportive family member, or even a like-minded colleague. The paramount key is to select someone you implicitly trust, someone with whom you can be completely open and brutally honest about your aspirations, your struggles, and your hard-won successes. Once you've identified that individual, clearly articulate what you are ardently hoping to achieve and precisely what kind of support you genuinely need. Establish regular, consistent check-ins and be there for each other, offering genuine encouragement, insightful advice, and when absolutely necessary, a gentle, yet firm, nudge back onto the true path. Remember, the essence of finding an accountability partner transcends mere external motivation. It's about meticulously building a relationship that inspires, challenges, and uplifts both of you. It's about meticulously creating a shared sacred space where honesty, vulnerability, and mutual support are profoundly valued and diligently nurtured. In this unique, collaborative space, your morning routines and your broader life goals become inextricably intertwined in a collective, synergistic effort towards living a life that is more intentional, more disciplined, and ultimately, far more profoundly fulfilling. Memento Mori, revisited, living a purposeful legacy. The Stoic practice of relentlessly reflecting on mortality is not a morbid preoccupation with death itself, but rather a powerful, urgent call to action. It is a poignant, inescapable prompt to live our lives with profound purpose and unwavering intention. It passionately encourages us not to frivolously squander our finite time on trivialities or superficial pursuits, but to instead concentrate our precious energy on meticulously crafting a meaningful, enduring legacy. Every single morning when we awaken, we are presented with a fresh, unblemished opportunity to engage with life in a truly meaningful way, to contribute positively and substantively to the world around us, and to ardently pursue both personal growth and profound fulfillment. Marcus Aurelius, in his intimate meditations, frequently contemplated the exquisitely fleeting nature of human life, consistently emphasizing the paramount importance of living virtuously and of making the absolute most of the finite time we are graciously allotted. This profound reflection was never intended to induce somberness or despair. On the contrary, it was a deeply liberating realization that effectively freed him from petty concerns, from the trivial anxieties of daily existence, and allowed him to focus his immense energies entirely on his arduous duties as emperor, and more importantly, as a human being relentlessly striving for virtue. The core idea is that by perpetually keeping the ultimate end in mind, we are far more likely to live our lives with an unshakable sense of purpose and luminous clarity, prioritizing the relationships and the endeavors that truly, authentically matter. Remembering death in the profound context of our precious morning routines fundamentally transforms how we consciously approach each and every day. It's no longer just another day on the calendar. It is a precious day that we have been miraculously gifted, one that is most certainly not guaranteed to anyone. This profound realization can have an immense, truly transformative impact on how we choose to allocate our invaluable time, the activities we choose to engage in, the relationships we meticulously nurture, and the enduring legacy we ardently strive to build. It is a powerful daily reminder to live fully, to love deeply, and to leave the world just a little bit better, a little more luminous than we found it. Resilience through impermanence. Daily annoyances lose their grip. Moreover, this potent Stoic practice helps us maintain an invaluable perspective in the face of life's inevitable challenges and unforeseen setbacks. When we truly internalize and remember that our time on this earthly plane is inherently limited, the daily annoyances, the minor frustrations, and the persistent obstacles that typically hold us captive miraculously lose much of their insidious power over us. We progressively become more resilient, more steadfastly focused on our long-term, overarching goals, and significantly less likely to be derailed by temporary difficulties or fleeting discomforts. It is a practice that profoundly fosters deep, authentic gratitude for the present moment and powerfully inspires us to make the absolute most of it, to squeeze every drop of meaning from its fleeting existence. So how can we seamlessly incorporate this foundational Stoic principle into the very fabric of our daily lives? It commences with a quiet, deliberate moment of reflection each morning. Consider the day stretching before you as a blank canvas, an unparalleled opportunity to contribute positively and meaningfully to your unique life story and to the lives of those around you. Ask yourself with unflinching honesty, if this were my last day, would I be genuinely proud of how I am choosing to spend it? This doesn't necessitate living in a constant state of existential crisis or perpetual dread. Rather, it cultivates a deep, abiding appreciation for the now, for the sheer privilege of the opportunity to live, to learn, and to love. In wholeheartedly embracing the Stoic practice of remembering death, we are not dwelling morbidly on the ultimate end. Instead, we are focusing intently on the vibrant present and on how we consciously choose to live each and every precious day. It is a powerful antidote to debilitating complacency and a profound reminder to live our lives with unwavering intention, resolute purpose, and deep, pervasive gratitude. So let's greet each new morning with the profound awareness that it is truly an extraordinary gift, an unparalleled opportunity to meticulously craft a life that is rich in meaning and perfectly aligned with our deepest, most cherished values. This is the very essence of living stoically, of making the absolute most of our finite time in this world, to create an enduring legacy that transcends our physical presence. Negative visualization, the paradoxical path to appreciation. We are often told in contemporary self-help narratives to exclusively focus on the positive, to vividly visualize success and happiness in order to miraculously attract them into our lives. However, the Stoics, in their profound and counterintuitive wisdom, offer a markedly different perspective that is not only eminently practical, but also incredibly empowering. Negative visualization is not about succumbing to pessimism, nor is it about embracing a cynical outlook. Rather, it is a formidable tool for cultivating unshakable resilience, for meticulous preparation, and ultimately, for fostering an even greater, more profound appreciation of the present moment. The very essence of this powerful practice is to periodically, yet deliberately imagine the challenges, the profound losses, or the overwhelming difficulties you might inevitably face in life. This mental exercise could range from contemplating minor inconveniences, such as a missed bus or an unexpectedly rainy day, to envisioning more significant hardships, such as the devastating loss of a job or the heartbreaking passing of a cherished loved one. The inherent purpose of this visualization is not to morbidly dwell on these potential scenarios in a way that breeds debilitating fear or paralyzing anxiety. Instead, it is to mentally rehearse how you would courageously cope with such situations should they regrettably arise. This proactive process of visualization meticulously prepares you emotionally and mentally, rendering you far less susceptible to being utterly thrown off course by life's inevitable ups and downs, its unforeseen twists and turns. Marcus Aurelius, Seneca, and Epictetus, these foundational Stoic thinkers all firmly believed that by contemplating the temporary, ephemeral nature of everything outside our direct control, we could diligently cultivate a deeper, more profound sense of inner peace and unshakable resilience. This practice passionately encourages us to focus our precious energy exclusively on what we can control: our unwavering responses, our cultivated attitudes, and our deliberate actions. Incorporating negative visualization into your morning routine can fundamentally transform how you approach your entire day. Instead of stepping out the door blissfully blind to the potential challenges that lie ahead, you are mentally and emotionally equipped, ready to face them head-on. It's akin to a rigorous mental training session where you actively strengthen your resilience muscles. So when life inevitably throws a sharp curveball your way, you're not violently knocked off your feet. You've already rehearsed this very moment in your mind, and you can confidently draw upon your pre-visualized strategies to skillfully navigate through it, emerging stronger. Moreover, this practice harbors a beautiful, almost paradoxical effect. It profoundly enhances our gratitude for the present moment. By consciously imagining life without some of the cherished things we often take for granted, our health, our relationships, our safety, we return to our present reality with a renewed, heightened appreciation for them. It serves as a powerful, visceral reminder of how much we truly have to be thankful for right now in this very moment. This isn't about morbidly dwelling in the fear of loss. It's about skillfully utilizing the very thought of it to deepen our appreciation for the here and now, for the fleeting beauty of current existence. So how do we practice negative visualization in a healthy, truly constructive way? Begin with a few moments in the morning to thoughtfully contemplate potential challenges that might arise throughout the day, or broader, even more distant, future possibilities. Visualize how you would ideally respond, what inherent strengths you would draw upon, what invaluable lessons you could learn from the experience, and how you could genuinely grow from the adversity. Then crucially, let go of the visualization, release it from your mind, and proceed with your day, carrying with you a profound sense of preparedness and an enhanced, luminous appreciation for your current circumstances. Gratitude at day's end, cultivating restorative peace. Incorporating a consistent practice of gratitude into our lives, especially as we deliberately conclude our day, can have a truly transformative impact on our overall well-being and our fundamental outlook. Keeping a dedicated gratitude journal is a beautifully simple, yet profoundly effective way to meticulously cultivate this pervasive sense of appreciation. It's about consciously dedicating a few moments before we drift off to sleep to thoughtfully reflect on the day that has passed and to diligently jot down a few things for which we are genuinely grateful. This could be anything from a seemingly small, kind gesture from a stranger, the breathtaking beauty of a sunset, the satisfying completion of a challenging task, or simply the profound comfort of our bed, patiently waiting to embrace us at the culmination of a long, demanding day. The deliberate act of physically writing down what we're grateful for powerfully shifts our mental focus from what might be perceived as lacking in our lives to the immense abundance that is already undeniably present. It's a practice that aligns perfectly with core Stoic teachings, which consistently emphasize focusing on what we possess rather than what we do not, on what is unequivocally within our control rather than what is beyond it. This profound shift in perspective not only meticulously sets the stage for a peaceful, undisturbed night's sleep, mercifully free from the turmoil of unfulfilled desires or lingering frustrations, but it also primes our minds to commence the next day with a clear sense of purpose and a deep, pervasive appreciation. But why, one might ask, is it so crucial to conclude the day with gratitude? Because it gracefully allows us to close our day on a resounding note of positivity, regardless of the myriad challenges we may have encountered. It's a powerful mechanism for reaffirming the inherent good in our lives, for discovering serene peace even amidst profound turmoil, and for nurturing a resilient mindset that consistently perceives opportunities for growth and profound joy in every circumstance. This nightly practice of gratitude meticulously creates a powerful ripple effect, profoundly influencing not just the quality of our sleep, but also how we awaken and approach our mornings. It fundamentally transforms our very first thoughts of the day from groans of dread over the blaring alarm clock to a quiet, hopeful anticipation of what the new day inherently holds, what new wonders we might discover to be grateful for. Moreover, this consistent practice of appreciating our life extends far beyond our personal sphere. It significantly enhances our relationships as we become more attuned to the inherent value of those around us and more expressive of our profound appreciation for their cherished presence in our lives. It deepens our intrinsic connection to the wider world as we become more observant of and profoundly thankful for the ubiquitous beauty and wonder that surround us, often manifesting in the most mundane, overlooked moments. So as we contemplate the multitude of strategies available to enrich our mornings and, by powerful extension, our entire lives, let's not tragically overlook the profound, transformative power of concluding our day with an unwavering sense of gratitude. It's a practice that beautifully embodies the Stoic pursuit of a genuinely good life, a life conspicuously marked not by external achievements or the accumulation of material possessions, but by unshakable inner peace, profound contentment, and a deeply seated appreciation for the present moment. The journey continues, living a life of purpose and gratitude. As we meticulously wrap up this comprehensive journey through these fundamental strategies, all profoundly inspired by the timeless wisdom of Stoicism, it becomes crystal clear that each step, each deliberate practice, is far more than just a task to be checked off a list. It is a vital, transformative pathway to meticulously cultivating a life brimming with unwavering intention, unshakable resilience, and profound, pervasive gratitude. Embracing these practices does not signify that every single day will be perfect, devoid of challenges or discomfort. On the contrary, what it definitively does mean is that every single day will be met by a stronger, a more deeply grateful, and an infinitely more resilient you. You possess, intrinsically within you, the immense power to transform not just your mornings, but your entire life into a living, breathing reflection of the most cherished Stoic ideals of virtue, profound wisdom, and deep, abiding contentment. Remember, this is merely the commencement. This is but the first courageous step. There exists an entire boundless world of Stoic wisdom, patiently waiting to be explored, ready to unerringly guide you on your personal path to living a more meaningful, a more profound, and ultimately, a more truly fulfilled life. If you found this journey enlightening, if it resonated deeply within your being, and if you are genuinely curious to dive even deeper into the Stoic way of life, I passionately encourage you to explore our curated playlist, conveniently located right here on the screen. It is meticulously packed with illuminating insights, inspiring stories, and practical, actionable tips designed to empower you to wholeheartedly embrace the full richness and profound depth of Stoic philosophy. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel for more enriching content. Please, leave your valuable comments below and generously share your personal experiences. Let's embark on this transformative journey of growth, resilience, and profound fulfillment together as a thriving community. Here's to mornings meticulously filled with unwavering purpose, to days conscientiously lived with profound intention, and to an entire life overflowing, truly brimming with unshakable gratitude. Thank you for being an invaluable part of the Stoic Journal community. See you soon.